Welcome to another exciting week of our pretty much like our catch-up news service for movie news. For this week's Talking Film. I'm Daniel, and we have Nick on the other side.
Yes,
And
an exciting week this week. Really exciting. Stay tuned.
Wow, you're very pumped.
Lots has happened this
Uh,
week.
yeah, better than what happened last week. Last week was pretty much Northfest. So I guess we shall get started. That's my notes. Okay, at the box office this weekend, at number 5 is the indie hit It Follows at $4.02 million. At number 4 is Cinderella with $17.5 million. At number 3 is the Divergent series Insurgent with $22.1 million. At number 2 is Get Hard with $34.6 million. And at number 1 is Home with $54 million. Anything surprise you, Nick?
Well, the A cinema score surprised me. Did you read that? Got an A for cinema score. Home.
Yeah, I am baffled by that. Unless there was like so many kids, it's like for 5-year-olds.
Kids loved it. But other than that, Home is the biggest story here because it has such big repercussions for DreamWorks Animation. DreamWorks was struggling before this, and this will be such a good sign for DreamWorks. We'll be loving this news. It means that we will have DreamWorks for a while to go yet. It's not going to crash and burn.
I want DreamWorks Animation to continue, but this movie, I don't think it should get this amount of money. This is not the movie that should be the good sign. The fact that it did better than the excellent How to Train Your Dragon 2 in its opening weekend, the enjoyable Mr. Peebo and Sherman, and even Penguins of Madagascar. I don't know. I feel like this.
It's because of the marketing campaign. The marketing campaign was very good for this movie. Very strong. The trailers really kind of brought out the characters and the idea of home. It had a central theme that I think families thought, oh, this will be a nice, cute movie. Even if they're wrong about it, they went out and thought it would be a great movie to go and see on the weekend. That's why it made so much money.
Unbelievable. I just hope this doesn't. I just hope this doesn't mean I'm going to get a Home 2. I don't want to sit through another one.
Do you know what would be worse than Home 2? Is if every single DreamWorks movie now is like Home.
Oh, no.
It's like as bad. It's like got the same kind of jokes, the same kind of. That would be the worst possible timeline right there.
No, this is really one of the worst movies that I've seen, like animated for a while. No, but I guess congratulations, DreamWorks Animation. You finally have a hit.
I'm glad that it finally had a hit because otherwise we could have been seeing the end of DreamWorks Animation. Like I couldn't afford many more.
I just wish the better films made more than.
Yeah, I know. Me too. But
that saddens me.
But in the long run, in the long term, this is probably a bit for the better.
Yeah, if it means we're going to get How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Yes, we're going to see How to Train Your Dragon 3, and it means we get to eventually, even if they make a few bad films, eventually we're going to get good films. So let's say they make 10 films and 8 of them are bad. At least we're going to get 2 excellent films. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, but then they probably think like, oh, who cares what the critics think?
That's making
the money. Let's just pumping out this type of films.
Filmmakers care what critics think. It doesn't matter. Like Home is hated by critics. Most filmmakers care what critics think. So with filmmakers that ensure quality, and that's what happened with first How to Train Your Dragon, second How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda, the first Shrek. They got great reviews, and for the most part, they upheld that quality within the franchise. So, except for Shrek, but I'm sure Kung Fu Panda 3 will be good. I'm confident it will be, and of course How to Train Your Dragon 3 as well. So at least if the original movies are kind of a bit not so great, then at least we have those. Ironically, we'll have the sequels to the good movies, not Home, that will be really good. And that's why DreamWorks needs this money, to make more good sequels.
Probably a little bit bigger budgets, especially for How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Yeah. Exactly.
Since they're cutting down.
Anyway,
what Get Hard, 34.6 million. That's a pretty solid for a comedy.
That's pretty big. That's a surprise, but apparently it's terrible too, according to critics. But don't take that from me, because I haven't seen it. But yeah, Will Ferrell can be kind of hit or miss. A lot of his movies are really, really funny. He's got Step Brothers and their first Anchorman, even Anchorman 2.
He's just coming back from his his biggest received film, the Lego Movie. So
yeah, well,
but this is an R-rated film, so I doubt the kids will get to see this one.
I don't think it's the same audience right there. Mommy, look, Will Ferrell's in this movie. I want to go see it. Ha! No, let's go see Home instead. Anyway,
it's just weird.
Get Hard. It seems like an interesting premise. I've read the synopsis a bit, and it sounds like it could be funny, but I just don't have any interest in seeing it after the horrible reviews it's been getting. So I'm surprised it made this much money. But I guess when you think about it, the combined star power of Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell was enough to get this over the 30 million mark. So
yeah, especially Kevin Hart, he's capable of hitting 20 million. So he's probably the majority.
It wouldn't have made that much money if it was just Kevin Hart. I think Will Ferrell added to it.
Yeah, it's just like sorry, it's just like a ride along. I mean, Ice Cube is just like hot right now with Jump Street, which pushed them to 40 million. So
yeah, well, these popular actors, these duos, they help elevate a film's gross, and it's a strategy that Hollywood and studios have been using quite a bit recently, and probably after this they'll use even more.
Yeah, and before we start the news, It Follows was actually pretty solid hit as well.
Wow, 3 movies that overperformed this weekend. What is happening? Anyway, yeah, no, I'm surprised. I completely would never predicted the actual final grosses of the movies this weekend, just based on 2015. Previously, so far, 2015 has been a very, very disappointing year, I can say, for gross for a lot of movies. So this seems to be the turnaround, but maybe it'll just be for one weekend, and then we'll go back to disappointments next weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I have one weekend, which is good news, there's no bad news at all this weekend.
Yeah, yay! Fireworks. We have that effect. We have that effect somewhere. This is a special effect.
Well, I can do
fireworks.
Let's get into the news. The big one is that it looks like we will have come to an end with Wolverine, as Hugh Jackman tweeted a photo with his iconic metal claws with the message stating that Wolverine one last time. Nick, what do you think about no more Hugh Jackman acting as Wolverine?
I don't buy it. I think that this is a
marketing stunt.
It might be a marketing stunt, but I think what he means by one last time, this might be the Wolverine might be his last movie as the Wolverine. At the moment, that's his plan. Whether it ends up being that plan is a different story, but at the moment he seems to plan on that being his last one. But I don't think that means he's not going to be in Apocalypse.
Well, Apocalypse comes just before the third Wolverine, and I've been hearing rumors that he's going to have at least a little cameo in First Class.
So what he means by one last time, it's the last time he has to go back into the training and the rigorous regime for training to be Wolverine and getting that fitness level up again. This is the last time for that. That's what I think he means. Yeah. So now once he's got that up, then he's going to play Wolverine maybe 2, maybe 3 times if he's in Deadpool, and then
Mm.
and then once that's over, then maybe he'll hang up the claws.
It'd be good if it was in Deadpool. That means he'll be in 10 X-Men films.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
That would be good. We'll see.
But if it saddens me because
I'll be really surprised if the Wolverine is his last appearance as Wolverine, because I think he's such an iconic character. It might be his last full performance, but I expect him to have cameos for years to come.
Yeah, and if he leaves, it saddens me because he's in, even in First Class, even if it's just a little cameo, he's in the movie, because technically he's been in every single X-Men movie. He's pretty much, like the mascot of the franchise now. So it would be very sad to see such an iconic, actor playing this popular character go.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next would be some more X-Men news. Jennifer Lawrence, who plays the character in the X-Men prequels, Mystique, spoke to MTV News and stated that X-Men Apocalypse will be her last X-Men film. What do you think about that? What? What? This is a prequel. How would she? If she's in the original X-Men films, that doesn't technically make sense.
It is a joke. It was a joke.
Well, then again, the prequels don't really follow. They have pushed some continuity out the window, so who knows? Oh, and the fact that this is it's rebooted everything still, so forgot about that.
Well, yeah, but well, it's possible, isn't it? Because Mystique doesn't show up in the rebooted continuity at the spoiler at the end of.
You didn't know what got erased. I don't even know the original X-Men is.
But anyway, it's just Jennifer Lawrence just stating something without thinking about it, and then when the salary goes up for the fourth X-Men prequel, then she'll be like, okay, I'm back on board. I don't know. Again, she's not as much of a loss as Hugh Jackman leaving Wolverine. I don't think that I'll miss her that much. And they can always just, hire someone older to play an older Mystique again if they want to continue with the character. Yeah, so not really surprised, not really concerned. Basically, is my summation of it.
Cool. I think she does a good job, but again, she's not as iconic as Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. So they could easily have another actress replacing her. But she does do a good job, performance for Mystique. So it's a bit sad that she doesn't want to do any more X-Men films.
Well, these actors have to finish up in their roles eventually. So is it going to be a big news story every time one of these actors says something like that? Is it going to be a big news story when Nicholas Hoult leaves playing Beast? Is it going to be a big news story when, I don't know, Anthony Mackie stops playing the Falcon?
No, James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender will be playing their roles until they're pretty much bald, and until they get to Patrick.
Oh, this is a joke as well. This is another joke.
McKellen when they're old. Okay, the next news is that Badass Digest reports that the Russo brothers have closed the deal to direct Avengers Infinity War, both parts. What do you think about that, Nick?
So the report that the last report, maybe another report, and maybe more than a rumor, is just speculation. I think that this is still far from confirmed, but let's just go with it. Let's run with it. Let's say it is confirmed, right?
Well, this has been rumored for quite a while now.
It's basically Marvel has to do it now, even if it's not true. Marvel's gonna be like, whoa, we better get rid of that other director we had planned and get the Russo brothers back. So I think it's very, very likely. I don't think it's confirmed, but let's say it is.
Even if it's not confirmed,
Well,
This
yeah.
is likely to definitely happen. I mean, they're taking over. They're doing Civil War. It's pretty much
Yeah,
like
as I said, I'll be very, very surprised if it doesn't happen. It's very, very, very likely, but it's not 100%.
Edgar Wright could be doing Avengers 3. That's why he stepped out from for Ant-Man.
Oh my god, that would be a massive twist. No, I'm too sad. You remind me of Edgar Wright leaving Ant-Man.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, the Russo brothers would do a fantastic job with the Avengers 3. I'm optimistic about Civil War. If Civil War is amazing, Captain America Civil War, it's Captain America 3, for those who don't follow the news. If they do a fantastic job with Civil War, then they cannot go wrong with Avengers 3. I think it's going to be amazing. My only concern with the movie itself is the placement of the release dates at the moment, because it's the Spider-Man news. Everything's been shuffled around, and 2 major new characters introduced to the MCU won't be debuting until after the first part. If that makes So Black Panther won't be having his movie until after Part 1. Captain Marvel won't be having her movie until after Part 1. It's weird. I think that they should be. Well, I guess Black Panther's introduced at least, so he could be in Part 1 and then have his own movie after Part 1. But I just think that they should have as many characters as they can in the 2-part Avengers, not just for the sake of stuffing characters in, but for the sake of actually having an exciting new Avengers team, not just the same one from the first.
Yeah, from the sound of it, Black Panther and Spider-Man would be the only ones. So
Spider-Man's going to be for sure now, isn't he? But it would be great if they had more female characters.
We've got Doctor Strange. I forgot about that.
Doctor Strange, yeah, that's true. They could come up with a pretty good one. I imagine maybe Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver will be in the first part, maybe. If the rumors are true and they're saying that the original Avengers won't be in the first part but in the second part, it will be interesting.
Oh man, the Avengers film about Captain America? I can't take it.
No, surely they have to have Captain America there. Or some explanation why Captain America isn't there. Iron Man will be there. You watch. Anyway. So I'm really, really excited about Avengers 3, even though it's 17 years away, but still excited.
17 years away. Oh wow, that'd be such a delay.
Feels like that far away.
Next news, the last news for this week. Another Lego Movie spin-off is on the way, with Jason Segel and Drew Pearce will write and direct the new Lego Movie spin-off titled The Billion Brick Race. No release date at the moment.
What's it about?
This is our 4th Lego movie. I have no idea.
Okay. So we don't really have much to go on, because I have not heard this story. This is the only one of these stories we've talked about today that I have no idea.
Well, from the sound, it sounds. I don't know. I merely thought like a car film or something, but Lego type thing. I don't know. Just the Billion Brick Race.
These cinematic universes that Hollywood's obsessed with at the moment. I'm surprised you haven't brought up the Transformers news about they're planning a cinematic universe for Transformers kind of thing, spin-offs and sequels, and there's going to be a guy in charge of show running it all.
This is the first time.
You haven't heard that story?
No, that's gone past me. Maybe because it's Transformers, I'm not caring anymore. So
yeah, well, this is just a few days ago. This news, but it's a trend that Hollywood at the moment is creating these universes out of things that shouldn't be universes. Really, we only really need the two. We really only need the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the DC Cinematic Universe. We don't need the Frankenstein Cinematic Universe and the King Arthur Cinematic Universe and the Robin Hood Cinematic Universe and the Lego Cinematic Universe, the Transformers Cinematic Universe. The Ghostbusters Cinematic Universe. It's just unending. There's so many cinematic universes planned that it only was so successful with the Avengers because of the way they built up to it, and no one really saw it coming, and it was the first time they'd done anything like that. If everyone does things like that, it's just not going to make money. Do you honestly think that King Arthur's going to make it to 6 movies? Anyway. That's the plan anyway. You know, Guy Ritchie's King Arthur. That's
No.
started production now. Okay, so Guy Ritchie's King Arthur started production, and he plans to make a sexology, I think, which is 6 movies. 6 movies. Yeah. Should be. I'm sure he's got a plan for it, but I just don't see it making enough money to get to 6 movies. You haven't heard of this?
No, I have not heard of this.
Oh, okay. It's been in the rumor mill for a while, but it's actually entered production now. So basically, Guy Ritchie, I don't know which studio, went to a studio and suggested that he came up with an idea for a 6-film King Arthur series, right?
Mm-hmm.
Following? Yeah.
Yes, I've heard this.
All right. Cool. So yeah, so the first one started production now, and it's a first in planned 6-film series. Do you think that's something like King Arthur, which is called, its a tentative title is Knights of the Round Table, King Arthur? Is that assuming the other knights all get their own movies? I don't know, but no one really cares about anyone in that universe but King Arthur. So maybe King Arthur will surprise, like Sherlock Holmes did originally, but couldn't really sustain 6 movies when Sherlock Holmes could barely sustain 2.
No, they won't. They won't even sustain 1.
No way. That's too ambitious. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. We went off on a bit of a sidetrack there, but back to the Lego thing, the Lego news story. I really think that the Lego movie.
I know this is another Lego movie. I know we've got so many Lego movies on the way, but I mean, Jason Segel at least gives me confidence that this could be, you know, at least fun and entertaining. Because what he did to the Muppets was really great to, you know, revive that franchise. You're just like in horror right now.
No, it's just I'm not in horror at Jason Segel. That's great, but saying that every single Lego movie, Lego Movie 2, Lego Batman movie, Lego Cars, Lego Brickiverse, Lego Spaceship, Lego Star Wars movie.
When they're doing it, but Lego Batman and the Lego Movie 2 make sense to me. So.
Yeah, it does. But I'm sure this is not the first. This is not the last of their planned spin-offs, either. In the same universe.
Well, it looks like this could be coming in 2019. We could be getting a Lego Movie a year starting from next year. I mean, whoever thought we'd be getting like 4 Lego movies that just came from the Lego Movie? I mean, I don't think anyone.
Lego Movie is a fantastic movie. The Lego Movie is a great movie, and I think that the Lego Movie 2 has the potential to be a great movie too, and it deserves a sequel. But I don't think it needs to be a cinematic universe with a billion spin-offs. End of story. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. But anyway, every week. Every week it's the same. Hollywood, stop. Stop!
Nothing in your thing now. When there's something you don't like. And I thought it'd be cool to do that every time we get close to a month like April now, that we might talk about some of the movies coming up next month.
Well, it's particularly exciting this month because like it's going to be basically the first month of summer in America in terms of movies. So it's always exciting when March ends. It's like finally the drought is over.
Well, I can see why I said April, because I was thinking there's really not much big hit except for Fast and Furious, so I can see why I say that, because that pretty much makes summer money, Fast and Furious now, so...
Yeah, but it is technically, it's the start. I mean, May and June are the bigger ones, and July is normally the biggest, I believe. Then August kind of is the dip off, where it slides back, September's quiet, October's quiet, and then we go into a bit of awards season, post-Christmas blockbusters kind of season. It's kind of a mini summer. Our summer, their winter. And yeah, we're getting Star Wars this year, for instance. And then we slide back off. February is generally always the worst month for movies. February is always dead. And then we've only got, so we normally have the post-awards season kind of lull, a couple of horrors maybe. a romance movies always because of Valentine's Day, and then we go sliding back up from March onwards, in April, then May, then June, and it's a pattern. And I've been following this for many years now, and it's always stuck to this pattern.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway. You put so much research into this.
No, it's intuition. It's not research.
So let's just quickly dive into for Australian release dates. The 2nd of April has Fast and Furious 7, The Book of Life, The Duff, the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, and Tinkerbell, and The Legend of the Never Beast. So we've got 5 opening next week, or this week now. Which stands out, the one you can't wait to watch the most? Tinkerbell?
So these are all of April? Is these all the April movies, or is this just for the first week of April?
That's just for the 2nd of April.
Whoa. Okay. Well, obviously, Fast and Furious 7, Furious 7, whatever they're calling it. Really excited for that. It's not the greatest franchise of all time, but it's going to be really, really interesting to see what they do with Paul Walker.
It's a fun franchise. It's like
very fun. It's very fun, and I really quite enjoy it. So really looking forward to that. Probably my second most anticipated movie of April
is The Book of Life.
If I could put it as my top 10 for the year, but that's because there's a lot of probably isn't my top 10 for the year. It's just there's a lot of good stuff coming out in 2015, so we'll see.
Well, Fast and Furious is one I'm looking forward to. SpongeBob is another one I'm looking forward to. And Tinkerbell.
I'm not a SpongeBob person. Tinkerbell! Fireworks for Tinkerbell.
At the moment, this is the last Tinkerbell movie, so...
Good.
At the moment...
No more Planes movies either. Okay.
On the 9th of April, we have one movie, which is The Longest Ride.
The what?
The Longest Ride. It's I think it's a Nicholas Sparks movie. Another one.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not interested in that because it's a Nicholas Sparks movie, and I've never had any interest in Nicholas Sparks movies. Moving on.
I don't know. I think you secretly do, Nick. You're just not telling me.
Of course I do. Here's my name.
On the 16th of April, we have It Follows, Paul Blart, Mall Cop 2, and The Gunman.
Sequel.
That's about it for the 16th of April. Anything interesting there?
Man, you're really not going really well with my my supporting my statement that April is the first big month of movies, because this is not very exciting. No, nothing for that week. I'll get to the next one. The next one's a good one.
I don't know. I don't know. It Follows. I've been hearing nothing but great things about that movie. So.
Okay. Well, maybe that one. I haven't really been following it. Oh my god. I haven't been following it.
Okay.
Accidental fun is amazing. All right.
And of course, the 23rd of April, we have the Avengers: Age of Ultron, which
this movie. What's this movie about? I'm not sure.
I think it's about a team of superheroes who go from 2D to 3D.
So it's the sequel to that 2012 small indie hit, The Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I really like that movie. So this is probably one to look forward to. Probably. Yeah. No, but seriously. Okay. All right. Seriously. Massive Avengers fan here, and this is my most anticipated film for the year.
Yeah.
So,
bring on the Avengers.
This is it. This is the one I've been waiting for you to say, and it's only 4 weeks away now, or less than that. So I'm excited. Can't wait to see what Joss Whedon does with it.
Yeah, which is his final Marvel film at the moment. That face. And that's not it for April yet. We have, on the 30th of April, Unfriended.
Wow. No one wants to follow Avengers: Age of Ultron, do they? They're really keeping all the big movies away from May and
Oh,
June.
I wouldn't doubt Unfriended. The amount of views that trailer's getting on YouTube, people are like sharing the trailer. It's an indie horror film, but everyone's like keeps people talking.
People have a soft spot for indie horror, so we'll see. Well, maybe that will make a lot of money. But
This makes
in Australia, it's going to be hard for that to to stand out in the shadow of Avengers: Age of Ultron.
But even if this, I think this would be like if this is a big hit, this is going to be the new Paranormal Activity, where there'll be a movie about like Skype and stuff like that. That's what the movie's about. It's like a whole film just done on Skype.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that. We should make a movie all on Skype.
Or on Google Plus.
On Google Plus.
That's it for April. So it looks like Fast, Furious, and Avengers is pretty much we're most looking forward to.
There are still probably about 3 movies in April that I'm more looking forward to than any movie in March. So this is good. We're getting somewhere. We're improving. And my most anticipated movie of the year is in April, so can't say I'm not looking forward to April.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's about it. That wraps it up for this week's Talking Film. Thank you for joining us, and if you haven't liked our Facebook page, go to facebook.com/everythingfilm for all your reviews, news, and trivia, or whatever we post on there.
Yeah, we post all sorts of stuff. Just if you like movies, just like it. Everything. We post everything.
Okay, thank you for joining me, Nick. And thank you for everybody else who's joining in right now. So thank you. Until next time, bye-bye.
Until next time, bye-bye.